I've been living under a rock. Should I come out? Hi friends, we're here today to react to the Booker Prize long list announcement, which was made more than a day ago, but I still haven't seen the list of nominees because, like I said in the intro, I've been living under a rock. I have an interest in the Booker Prize, and if you're new to this channel, if you're new to watching one of my videos, thank you so much for being here. Welcome. I hope you will like this video enough to subscribe and join me on my little bookish journey as we go through life, reading all the books we can sometimes. But one of the things that I have been intending to do for several years now is to read all the books that have won the Booker Prize. And I started that goal a few years ago now. It's been more than two, so it's not a couple. It's been a few years. And most years I try. I don't try wholeheartedly. Let's just say I'm not like completely invested in it because I have all these other reading intentions and reading goals. But I do own a lot of the Booker Prize winners, previous winners. And so it is a goal of mine to someday read all the books that have won the Booker Prize. And I've made some significant progress in that goal. So there have been years when I've also followed the prize and read some of the books that were long listed and some of the books that were short listed. But it's been a couple of years now. Some things have changed in my life. I don't read as much as I used to, and I don't always have the time to read as much as I'd like to. But I thought this year I would kind of get back into seeing what the Booker Prize nominees are like, and maybe to see if I could read some of the books that are long listed and kind of get a gauge of, how the judges are doing when the short list is announced and that kind of thing. So I thought we would look at the list together. This is not quite a reaction to the announcement. It's just a reaction to the list. This is just me looking at the long list and seeing how I feel about these books. So here's the announcement in The Guardian. TheGuardian.com. Booker Prize long list of 13 writers aged 20 to 87 announced. Like, how intimate should I get with you in this video? It is my goal. It is one of my long-term goals to write a book that the Booker Prize would also consider. So I want to look at the Booker not just as a reader, but as a potential writer, candidate for nomination. So I always thought, for a long time, I didn't think I had the life experience to write a novel that would be of the caliber that the Booker would recognize. But there's a 20-year-old writer on here. Okay. I'm excited. So here's something that's immediately exciting to me. There is a book on this list. There are 13 writers, 13 books being considered for the Booker Prize this year. And one of those writers, one of those authors is Novalet Bulawayo. She's a Zimbabwean writer and she wrote We Need New Names. I own that book and it would be somewhere here. It would be somewhere here. If all my book, I'm gonna use my glasses for this one. Here we go. I know Sean from Sean the Book Maniac is really excited about this because this is a book that we both agree we love and we want more from this author. And so far, this is the only thing that she had published. And I didn't know that she had a new book out. She was nominated, she was shortlisted for the Booker in 2014, I think. And I like this book. This is back when I used to tap my books. This blue tab means that I cried when I read that part. This one I found really, really profound as a story of immigration, but also a story of where an immigrant comes from and whether their life in the United States is a failure or a success as it is viewed from the people back home, no matter where they're coming from, that kind of thing. Love this book. So very excited to see Novalet Bulawayo is back on the scene with a consideration from the Booker. Okay, so I guess that's enough preamble. Okay, so here's the list. Glory by Novalet Bulawayo adds to cart. Trust by Hernan Diaz, don't know that author. The Trees by Percival Everett. know the author's name but haven't read anything from him. Okay, this is really exciting. Booth by Karen Joy Fowler. I made a video a couple of days ago. Karen Joy Fowler authored this book that was also shortlisted for the Booker one year. This was I feel like that was in 2014. I don't think that was the same year as Novalet Bulawayo. Maybe the year before. Yeah, this was a 2013 publication. Karen Joy Fowler. I talked about her in this book when I did that video a few days ago about read one book and want to read another book by that author but haven't yet. So very excited to hear that Karen Joy Fowler has a book that is on the Booker long list because adds to cart, wants to read. Treacle Walker by Alan Garner. That's the 87-year-old author. Haven't heard of him though. The Seven Moons of Mali Almeida by Shahan Karunatilaka. I have never heard of that author. That sounds like I want to read it. Adds to cart. Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan. I haven't read anything by this author, but I'm familiar with the name, so that's exciting. Case Study by Graham McRae Burnett. Have not heard of this author. The Colony by Audrey McGee. Haven't heard of this author. Maps of Our Spectacular Bodies by Maddie Mortimer. Also haven't heard about this author. And then we have the book by the 20-year-old author Leela Motley. That book is entitled Night Crawling. Don't know this author's name or what genre this is. I'm assuming all of these are literary fiction. After Sappho by Selby Lynn Schwartz. That's a really interesting title. And Oh William by Elizabeth Stroud. Yay! I have read that. I have read Oh William. I own that copy. I should bring it. So yeah, this book. This book was in my supplementary shelf. So I've read this and I love it. So yeah, okay. So I have 1 out of 11. Is it 11 or 13 titles? How many did we say? 13 titles. So of the 13 titles, I have read 1. I'm very excited about that. And I really like this book. I really, really like this book. I love Elizabeth Stroud's writings. I feel like she gets very deep into the psyche of persons and projects their flaws and their foibles and the things that we might like about them, and gives us all a picture of a complete person in her characters. And so yeah, coming into this list with already a book that I consider a favorite. So yeah, that is my reaction to the Booker long list announcement. I am very excited about this. 13 books and I've already read 1 of them, so I'm coming into this list with a clear favorite because everything else is going to have to beat out Oh William in my mind. So I don't know if I can read all 12 of the other books before the shortlist is announced. I think that's in September sometime. But if you are reading the books, or if you're interested in following this prize, or you just want to chat about one of these books, want to tell me about a book that you think I should read because you think it's going to go forward to the next round, would love to chat with you in the comments. And yeah, if you think this video would be helpful to someone else, or they may enjoy hearing me chat about books, go ahead, share this video with them and give this a thumbs up if you liked it. So yeah, let's chat in the comments, and until we come back for another video, happy reading. Bye.